All right, now it's Tangi Kamiko. Treat yourself, treat yourself, treat yourself. That's what I'm talking about today. You know, when you were dealing with your self-esteem and your self-confidence, you've been beat down by the world. Maybe you didn't reach your goal this week, or maybe you messed up. It's the top of the year. You probably made some resolutions or something like that that you didn't keep. And so you may feel sort of like, you know, you don't deserve to treat yourself. But let me tell you, you do. The fact that you woke up this morning means that you deserve to be celebrated. And when I say treat yourself, I'm talking about something that's not common, because a treat ain't something you do every day, right? So today I decided to treat myself. I had ordered over the Christmas holidays a tracksuit. I've always wanted an Adidas tracksuit, y'all. You know, they've been out like 500 years. I've never had one. So I was like, for Christmas, I'm gonna get me an Adidas tracksuit. Now, my sister-in-law got me one. She got me one with the leggings and the cute athletic, you know, the little stretchy jacket and stuff like that. And it fit, okay, baby? It holds all the curves. But I wanted something a little bit more loose. When I ordered the tracksuit, it's got the heavier jacket and the track pants with the pleat down the front. You know, of course, the 3 stripes. It's a little too big. And so I started to be like, oh, well, you know, this can be for those days when because I waited forever for this thing to come in the mail, okay? I was like, I don't want to go through the exchange process. It's going to take forever. And plus, you don't need to see the curves all the time. Sometimes you need to just chill. But you know how in your heart you feel like, I want them to fit right, you know? So I thought about pulling out the sewing machine. And I was like, you know what? Instead of that, I'm just going to go up here to this mall where the Adidas store is now. This is Lenox Mall in Atlanta. So it's one of the higher class malls, at least it used to be. But the ambiance is still pretty, you know, upper echelon. So when you walk in, you know, it's rare. I hardly ever come to Lenox. It didn't seem like it's worth the trouble to me. But that's another self-esteem issue that I'm dealing with. Because, I mean, why wouldn't it be? But trying to stay on track. As soon as you walk in, you see the chandeliers and the marble floors and the decor. And I mean, everything about the store, the whole atmosphere is beautiful and different. And just, you know, it just does something to you. You perk up a little bit. You know, that chin comes up just a little bit. I'm in Lenox. Okay, y'all who know about Lenox and think, oh, Lenox ain't nothing. You shut up. I got this. Lenox makes me feel good, okay? It's a treat because I don't normally go there. But anyway, went in the Adidas store, found my track pants. Was so excited about that. But, I skipped the part I want to tell you about treating myself. That wasn't a treat. I already paid for that. The mall experience was a treat, but this was how I treated myself today. Got to the parking lot. And even though I got there a few minutes before the mall opened, the parking lot was already full, okay? I don't know why, but they had shut off the big parking lot. It wasn't like there was a lot of people in the mall. They had just shut off the big parking lot, so everybody had to cram into this little bitty parking lot. Or you could be valet parked. That's how I treated myself today. I was about to get this spot. This lady was walking out, and I smiled at her like this. I did my Tangi, hey, what you got for me smile. And she pointed. She was like, I'm over here. And I was like, okay, good. So I'm turning to go and get Sis's parking spot. And this little, how do I say this? This person who was inconsiderate decided to cut me off and go around. So I'm driving behind them because, you know, when you park in a parking lot, it ain't two-way. You can either, you know, you just got to stay behind them. So I got behind them and they immediately stopped where the lady was getting into the car. Of course they did. And maybe they didn't even see me. You know what I mean? So I can't, for some reason, we assume that people are doing things intentionally to us. And this person who I almost called a little heifer, which is wrong. Probably didn't even know I was back there. But anyway, so lady gets into the car and I, you know, while she's getting in, I go around the car who stole my parking spot. And I can feel myself fuming. You know how you can feel your stomach getting tight? Like, you saw me going, you saw her point to me. She probably didn't. She probably did. Who cares? Ain't got nothing to do with you. And this is what I'm learning as I learn how to build up my self-esteem and my self-worth. You can't let people affect you like that, right? So as I drove around with attitude, you know how we do. Went around her and I'm getting upset because clearly there's no other spots in the parking lot. But then I thought, valet park. It's $13. Valet park. You know, what's worth more, your peace or $13? Do you want your peace or do you want $13? So I went with peace. I bought my piece today for $13, and I encourage you to do the same. Treat yourself, especially when it's like $20 or less. If you can afford it, treat yourself. You are worth it, man. Stop getting upset about these people. I'm sorry. I know I got on a mic, so it's probably kind of loud. Don't let these people affect you like that. That lady don't know me. I don't know her. You know, one was nice enough to say, I'm right over here. The other one was like, zoop, zoop. Just because she whipped a little better than you. Why you mad? You missed out. Treat yourself. Case in point, guard your peace. Guard your peace. Now, as we're working on our self-esteem, as we're learning that we can keep our heads up no matter what, we got to learn how to guard that peace too. Okay? So I will check in with you later. That was my lesson for today. Treat yourself. I hope you're enjoying your day. Holla at me. Subscribe. My email is tangikamiko@gmail.com. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know what you want to hear about. Let me know how you are improving your self-esteem. Okay? We'll talk later. Take care.